Ladies and gentlemen, Lenny March here for Machine MMA. I am here with the headliners, November 15th, TAZ Makawa and Stevie Lee going down at the Fed Gateshead. It's going to be a monumental day. Firstly, Stevie, I'm going to you. How's things?
Hi, things are good, mate. Things are really good. Training hard, on the diet. Feeling good, mate. Yeah, feeling ready.
Preparation should hopefully be well underway now for this fight. Firstly, how's preparation going, for TAZ?
Really good. Can't complain. Every day is a blessing. So yeah, man, just taking each day as it comes, really.
Absolutely. This fight is fantastic. Obviously, both undefeated, multiple championships between you both. Obviously, Stevie having the three, Taz having the two. I'm going to go to you, Stevie. This fight is, it's monumental, as I mentioned at the start. It's a big altitude fight. How do you approach this one against Taz, which is arguably, your biggest test to date?
The same as I usually do, mate. I'm coming for the finish, really. That's what I'm looking for every time. But yeah, same goes, mate. Any way I can win, I'll do it. Um, but yeah, like you see, I'm always coming for a hard fight, but gonna give it me all as always.
Absolutely. Stevie, as well, I'd like to touch on you got the first chance to kind of look at Taz. I would like to say size them up a little bit inside the ring there and the last show, October. What did you take out of that? I don't want to say altercation, but that little encounter with Taz to kind of look in his eyes, size him up a little bit inside the cage. What have you taken out of that chance?
Like you see, he's a big guy. He's tall. He's a tall guy. But yeah, mate, I just see like another opponent in front of us, another stepping stone in my way for where I want to be, where I want to get to. Um, like, see, I've got a lot of respect for Taz. I think he's a sound lad. He's a good fighter and that. But obviously we both just want the same thing, mate. Really. So, but yeah, mate, good, good vibes.
Good vibes. I love it. Taz, I'm going to throw over to you. Stevie said there, obviously he's approaching this fight. He's looking for the finish. Basically, he's coming for that statement. Taz, how do you approach this fight with Stevie? I mentioned Stevie, and obviously this is the hardest fight of his career, and I'd mentioned this is the hardest fight of your career. Obviously, Stevie had them three championships as amateur. How do you approach this one with Stevie? Who's undoubtedly your hardest test as well in your career.
Yeah, Stevie's definitely a hard opponent, and he's achieved a lot. And my approach is like, the same as always. It's always a battle against me versus me because it's kind of like pushing myself to be the best and pushing myself to be the fighter that I want to be. So it's not necessarily like looking at anything else around, but it's about looking at me, obviously, like crafting my work and, making sure that that I 100% deliver my best on the day. So it's just a battle against
Absolutely.
me and it's, a battle for me and my journey.
Absolutely. Stevie mentioned there, obviously, he's coming for the finish, and then he mentioned your size as well. Do you think that's a tool being too much for Stevie on the night? You're very tall, 6'4". Do you think that's a tool that's might be a little bit too much for Stevie on the night?
I mean, he has his expectations, what he wants from the fight. And, there's nothing wrong with him, like, obviously having those expectations. But, for me as a fighter, also, like, I have my expectations. And like I said, my expectations is to go out there and fight my heart out and, and pretty much be ready to die on the spot. So he has his expectations. I have mine, and come November 15th, we'll both, find out.
That's fantastic, and I felt this in the ring as well when I asked you the questions in the ring. You said some good words in the ring, Taz. It felt like you were ready for this fight. You were gonna whatever comes at you were gonna take it on the chin. There was a little bit of fighting talk in there as well, Taz, and I loved it. Where did that come from?
It's not necessarily like fight talk. It's more like I understand he's, like I said, Stevie's worked his way up, and he's a good fighter. So come November the 15th, I expect him to bring it, and for me myself, I expect myself to bring it also. So it was just a thing, like, to say, for the fans, and that they better tune in, because, we both want this. So 100%, if he wants it, I want it. Like, I'm ready for whatever comes.
Absolutely. Stevie, I'm going to throw it over to you. I can see the smile on your face. You've showcased versatility throughout your whole career, multiple promotions, won championships. What does this fight represent in the next phase of your career?
Well, like you say, mate, it's the biggest one yet for me. Well, for both, really. So it means a lot, mate. It means a lot. A lot on the line. Massive opportunity. One that I'm very grateful for, and I couldn't really miss. It's by far the biggest fight of my career yet. And it means a lot, mate. It means everything to us. Like I say, all I do is train, work, train, and repeat. So yeah, mate, it means a hell of a lot, really. Biggest fight yet.
Yeah, work, train, and listen to Juno, Sabrina Carpenter, and apparently play the guitars in the back there.
Aye, that's them as well. I forgot to mention them. Aye, silly me, yeah.
left a few screws out there.
Aye, aye.
Stevie, I think with this fight, the most important eyes that you will have on you November 15th is the brass of Cage Warriors. They'll be watching, they'll be looking at the used two men, they'll be looking and awaiting the winner. How much does that excite you, having, Cage Warriors officials kind of looking at this fight and seeing how it all plays out?
Yeah, mate, it's very exciting. It's very, very exciting actually. It's surreal really for where I've when I started, how quick things have turned out and the opportunities that I've been given. And like you say, mate, I'm just very grateful for it all. Grateful to be here in this position right now. And yeah, mate, it'll be a great night. I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Taz, sort of the similar question to that I just asked Stevie there. Cage Warriors brass, watching down in this fight, having a look at you two and, awaiting the winner to see what their next move is. Obviously, one of you will get signed, but what does that mean for you to have them, overlooking this fight and watching it?
Honestly, for me, I'm grateful to God, because for me, it's like it's something that literally just I was blessed with unexpectedly, like, this fight. So because of that, for me, like, I mainly the main thing I'm kind of like looking forward to is getting in there, and obviously, like having my skills tested against, someone such as like Stevie Lee, you know, and learning that, obviously, and learning the experience, like, obviously, from the build up of the fight to, at the end of the fight, regardless where the result goes. So that's more like what I'm looking forward to.
Absolutely. Taz, I'm going to stick with you. Stevie, as we mentioned, multiple time world champion in multiple different promotions. His threat, he likes to get inside, throw the hands, use his dirty boxing, use the calf kicks that he's really, really good at. How do you neutralize the threat of Stevie Lee on November 15th?
Um, the To neutralize his threat is more like just find openings. I find openings, and pretty much that's how you stop, a fighter like that, pretty much.
And then Taz, no, so not Stevie. I'm going to throw over to you there. Taz says he's going to find openings in your game. Stevie, I just want a little bit of a reply to that. How do you neutralize basically Taz's threat on November 15th?
Like you say, mate, it's as simple as don't leave openings or try not to leave openings. Putting too much pressure on him so that he can't really find them openings. Like you say, mate, I'm always coming for it. I'm always coming, bringing the heat, really. Um, I love having a scrap, but I know when it comes to technical fighting and taking me time as well, I can do that. Um, I'm ready for all. I'm ready for all outcomes, mate. I'm ready for anything that comes my way, really. Um, yeah.
Absolutely. Stevie, I'm going to stick with you. I would say that you've probably fought, the harder competition to date anyway. Obviously, the last fight against Carvalho was a fantastic one. Do you find that playing pivotal and being in your favour November 15th?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like to have a fight like what I did a couple of months ago with Lucas, it's built up a lot of experience for us. To have like a 5 rounder like that with someone with the hands like Lucas, who's just knocked out everyone that he's fought, flatlined everyone really. It was great experience, mate, and that was my favourite fight to date, really. It's good experience, good to have them wars and 5 round fights and grueling 5 rounds. It's all great experience in the bank, mate, and like you say, it's preparing us for November 15th.
Absolutely, that was a fantastic fight to watch. If fans haven't watched it and are not excited about this fight, I I pushed them to go watch that fight with Stevie Lee and Lucas. It was a fantastic fight between amateurs, and that leads me pretty much a good segue onto my next one. Taz, I wanted to ask, did you kind of have the opportunity to look at Stevie's last performance? And I kind of want you to evaluate the game of Stevie that night and obviously looking forward to November.
No, I haven't had an opportunity to have a look at much of his stuff. Like I said, sometimes, if you look too much into your opponent's stuff and that you could get sidetracked to, what you need to do. So I'm more focused on my journey and tidying up what I need to tidy up in my game.
That's it. This one's going to be short, simple with you, Taz. How do you beat Stevie Lee on November 15th?
I'd say stay calm and composed and just be me.
That's it. He's ready. And just be you. That's perfect. As long as you're you, Taz, we're going to be there and show up. Stevie, quite a similar question as well. I just want to, it's quite simple. How do you beat Taz on November 15th? What does that look like in your head?
Like you say, mate, any way I can, really. Any way I can, I'll be happy with. Um, but I am coming for that finish. Always, every single time, I'm coming for that finish. But any way I can, mate. Any way I can, eh?
That's it. And this is the question for both of yous. Taz, you can go first if you want. What fight do fans expect on November 15th between, yous two, who are arguably, two of the best fighters in the amateur lightweight division right now, going for a Machine MMA belt? What fight do fans expect November 15th between you two?
I think they expect fireworks. I think it's one of those fights that's unpredictable. It could finish standing up, finish maybe on the floor. I think they just expect fireworks from both of us, you know, pretty much a good fight.
And Stevie, over to you.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Yeah, mate, fireworks really. Like we're both coming for it. It's a massive opportunity for us both. Um, hence why I can guarantee loads of people will be there. But yeah, mate, fireworks.
Absolutely. It's going to be a packed out, the Fed Gateshead. November 15th is going to be a special show with you two gentlemen at the top of the bill, looking to get them Cage Warriors contract. This could be a fantastic one. And just before I conclude and let you go on your merry way, and then we see you November 15th, a question again to both yous. Is there a message to your opponent before we let you go? Stevie, I'll start with you.
Yeah, well, I would just say good luck, Taz, mate. I wish you all the best, but like you say, mate, I am coming for that finish and I'm coming to win. So I hope you're all prepared. But like you say, mate, got the utmost respect for you. So the best of luck. Um, and all the best, mate. All the best.
And Taz as well, a message to your opponent, Stevie.
I don't have nothing much to say apart from, I wish him a good camp, and I guess I'll see him on November 15th.
There we have it. I am smiling too. This is good. I absolutely love this. It's going to be a fantastic show November 15th. Gentlemen, thank you very much. An absolute pleasure. Stevie, Taz, I wish you all the best of luck, all the best in camp. and we'll see you November 15th. And this is a message to the fans. If you haven't got your tickets, reach out to these two gentlemen, these two fighters. They're going to be there on November 15th. Get the tickets off them, help support them. It's going to be a fantastic show. November 15th, the Fed, Gateshead, also live on Fight Club TV. Make sure, if you can't make it, make sure you watch it through pay-per-view. Gentlemen, an absolute pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen watching from home, an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much, Taz, Stevie. We'll catch you soon.
Thank you very much, mate.